Hey everybody, day 32. Um, and today I just want to kind of talk about endurance. Because as I've learned over the last 6 years of being an educator activist and really trying to change the system, I've found from personal experience that the system is a huge, large beast that will grind you out if it can. And so if you are, or if you're hoping to be a activist of any sort, or work in education, or you work in any system that has historically been oppressive and has hurt a lot of people, particularly people of color and women, LGBTQ, you're going to constantly be facing that grind every single day. And a lot of times you're going to do a lot of great work, and it is going to get chewed up and spit out by the beast of the machine of these systems of oppression, um, and it's going to feel terrible. And you got to endure. A lot of work from has been put in recently for something by some of my colleagues, some of my students, and it right now it's being delayed and pushed, and I think we're still going to be able to see the fruits of those labors, and it's still going to be effective. But right now, I think a lot of people are feeling a little defeated, and I guess that's one thing I've learned, and it sounds like just be careful as I talk about this, right? I'm thinking like you can never be weary in doing well, right? Like you I actually think that's a Bible verse. From back in my pastoral days, but you can never grow weary of doing good, right? Of doing well, especially if you're a white activist, because it is so easy for you to just check out because it doesn't necessarily impact you. Like you will not be hurt or negatively impacted if you check out of this, right? And so like you need to stay engaged, because if anybody gets a break, anybody gets to rest, anybody gets to feel like they need to take some time to recoup, that's going to be the people that are most impacted by this, right? This is going to be people of color, this is going to be women, it's going to be LGBTQ, it's going to be indigenous peoples, it's going to be trans folks, it's going to be whatever. Like they're the ones who, if they need it, should get to take a break, because their life will not allow them to check out of this work completely. But if you are in a position of privilege in doing activism work, you are able to check out without it negatively impacting you, and that can lead to you just not doing anything. So even as I talk about enduring, if you're a person that's negatively impacted by these systems, of course not talking to you. I'm talking about those that are in places of privilege, whether that's being a man talking about gender issues, whether that's being white talking about racial issues, being heteronormative, if you're talking about gender issues or orientation or anything like that. You're the ones who need to endure. And it sucks, and it doesn't feel great, but welcome to the show, right? Like we've been new to this game, that's to this fight, to this struggle, and so it's going to feel different, right? Like if you're exercising, and somebody's been exercising for a long time and you haven't been, you're going to get sore and you're going to get hurting a lot faster than somebody who's been working out for a long time. So these people that have been marginalized by these systems are going to be stronger and be able to endure more. But you got to work, you got to keep pushing, you got to keep driving, because all of that muscle that they have, all of that strength that they have, was built over years of oppressive systems grinding them down. And so you don't get to check out. And I have to remind myself of that constantly, that even when things get hard, you're going to face defeats. You're going up against systems that are greater than any one individual, and they are experts in grinding you and chewing you out. So continue, endure, keep doing the work, even with all the naysayers, even when it feels like your work has gone unfulfilled or has been thrown to the wayside. Keep doing the work, because it's important. Nobody achieves liberation unless everybody has it. So keep on going. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.